family, and welcome again to my YouTube channel. Welcome to today's episode of the Trading Compass. And in this particular video, I'm going to be breaking down the GBPJPY and the weekly bias, what we could potentially expect every single week. So what you should expect, like I said in the previous video, is that every week we're going to be having a weekly trade review and a potential trade outlook on various assets. Now, if you look at the top right corner of my screen, one of the things you're going to notice that these are the four core assets I trade, which are the GBP/USD, the GBP/JPY, the USD/JPY, and the NASDAQ. I'm focused majorly on the GBP/JPY and GBP/USD. These are the two main assets I trade. But then, in addition to it, I add the USD/JPY and then the NASDAQ sometimes. So, bulk of the analysis you'll be seeing in this channel is going to center along these four assets. Okay, and in this particular video, and like in subsequent videos I'll be releasing, I would also want you to know that the videos is going to be more straightforward than educational. Okay, it's going to be educational nonetheless. You will learn one or two things, but I wouldn't really spend more time trying to explain bulk of the reasons of why I trade the way I do. I'm going to have a separate series where I'm going to explain that, and if you want that information or if you care to know more about that, don't forget in the description box below, I'm going to drop the link to my free Telegram channel. Just click the link, join our free Telegram channel, and then you can always get resources regarding that. Okay, we're going to be having a boot camp soon, and I'm going to explain better on my trading program and my trading system. So for this particular video, like I said, it's just going to be a straightforward, educational, and valuable video for you also. But it's just see how I see the market and what I potentially expect for GBPJPY. Now I'm going to do a general weekly bias building and to let you know that okay, this is my bias for the week. The follow-up of this trade and the potential trade opportunity that is going to come out during the week will be posted to the Telegram channel. So if you want to keep in touch with this analysis and watch how it's going to play along the week, just do well to subscribe to this channel. Also follow us and join the Telegram channel, and you will receive updates there. Okay. So at the end of the week, also by Friday, I'm going to drop a trade review referencing this particular video on what the GBPJPY eventually did at the end of the week. So this is how the programs and the content that I'm going to be releasing regarding the Trading Compass is going to be like. Okay, so on this particular video, we're going to be talking about GBPJPY, and without wasting much time, let's dive right into it. Okay, so starting from the monthly time frame, I would usually want to define my monthly daily range because I believe much in top-down analysis. So I would want to define my monthly daily range. And why monthly daily range? You know that the monthly time frame has about 25 daily candles in it, and you can imagine how many 1 hour candles formed in it in just a 1 monthly candle. So like for example, in the previous month, which was the month of April, we had so many opportunities in the GBPJPY, but all those opportunities is just found within this one candle. So I don't like bothering myself much about understanding what the very much big price action is seen in the monthly time frame. I'm interested in just the most recent range on the monthly time frame. Then I can go down to lower time frame and begin to conduct my analysis there. Okay. So for the monthly time frame, this will be the daily range I'm looking at, which is the most recent range that we can see from this highs all the way to these lows right here. Okay. So going down now to the daily time frame, all I want to analyze is what price is doing within this particular range. Now we are going to see that on the daily time frame, price is well above the 50% of this monthly daily range. And one of the concepts I trade, or one of the rules in my system, will let me know that we want to continue to buy the daily market structure until we see a counter break of structure, which is an evidence of distribution to now begin to sell. Without seeing that evidence of distribution, every single opportunity we want to look out for is buying opportunities. All right, so whether we are at the discount level, which is below the 50%, or the premium level, which is above the 50%, We just want to trade the pure structure on a daily time frame. That is our bias. Okay, so looking at that now, we see that we started having this counter daily break structure. If you have, or you turn to the line chart, you see it clearly. We had these lows and these highs from, then we had a higher low, a higher high, right? A higher low and a higher high. Our bias will remain bullish as long as this daily structure remains bullish. Until we see a daily counter break, we have no business wanting to sell this market. All right, so we just want to focus on the bullish bias. So you can see that is how simple and straightforward my system is when it comes to a bias in a particular market. So for GBPJPY, I have a singular bullish bias. My bias for the market is bullish. Now, what will be my daily trading range? My daily trading range is just the most recent swing point. And if I should consider we judge from these particular lows, all right, it will be from this particular low. Sorry, let me remove this. All right, it will judge from this particular lows all the way to this particular high. So all the opportunities I want to look out for my buys will exist within this range until I see, all right, a new high created, then I can change my range. If not, we'll most likely get a break of structure to the downside and then we trade. And this is how I trade. Now, on GBPJPY, I'm very much concerned with looking for buying opportunities, all right, for the day and also for the week. Now, other confluence I have is these key levels that I plotted right here. They are majorly built with the concept of quarter point, all right, the quarter theory concept, all right, and it's one of the ways to help us. It's one of the ways to help us limit and get those very key areas where we could potentially expect price to trade from. And like last week, this particular Thursday trade last week was a very easy trade for us in the community to partake in, because while the bias was bullish, this was a bullish bias we're having. We saw that price was rejecting off from a very much serious key level, and we knew that the next place price was heading for is the key level just right above. So these key levels are the next things I always want to look out for after building a bias based on my system. Now, by bias is bullish, the next thing I want to focus on is, okay, what can I expect? We are finding ourselves within this particular zone. If we can get a daily evidence or a 1 hour evidence just right below there, we can potentially expect to see price take us into this next level for a potential target. Without which, if they don't give us that evidence, it might lead to an overall break. And if we get this daily break, my bias will instantly shift from looking for buying or opportunities in GBPJPY to selling and bearish opportunities in GBPJPY. So having said that, back to the main chart for the analysis, we are bullish. Coming down to the 4 hours time frame, this is what I expect. Supply and demand, or support and resistance rather. We have some resistance level right here, which price broke well above. I'm going to keep my eyes right here to see if we can get a potential entry over here during the course of the week for us to begin a bullish price action. So you just keep an eye together with us. Anything within here, a very good evidence, whether it's a break and retest, a break of structure to the upside, or whatever confluence you use, or confirmations you use for a particular trade. This is that point of interest. We want to look out for it. We want to see that point of interest, either a daily break or a break and retest strategy at this resistance zone. All right. And then we begin to look for buying opportunities. So all the opportunities and exact trade calls that we're going to be having, like I said, this video is just a simple, straightforward videos highlighting the bias I have and why I have those bias. All right. Technically, I'm not going to be adding fundamentals or my fundamental reasons to this particular video. I will explain them in the Telegram channel, but in this particular video, it's just about the technical analysis. Now coming down to the Forex Factory, we can see that this week we also have the GBP monetary policy report coming up on Thursday. But for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we also have some US red folder news, which is something we want to pay attention to because of the GBP USD. But at the same time, if that will affect, we can see some slight move with the GBPJPY to responding to that, because it has a very little correlation anyways with the dollar. All right, so but then we keep our eyes, especially on Thursday GBP monetary policy. We might be seeing some bearish move stalling into Wednesday, Thursday, and we get that rally to the upside. If not, we just trade with the direction of what the market gives to us. So I'm patiently waiting for some evidence to form around this region to confirm if we'll be buying this particular market or not. All right, so this is my bias, a buying bias on this particular asset. So for the following trade calls that is going to be coming, don't forget to join our Telegram channel. I'm going to be giving and dropping updates regarding that. Okay. So thank you very much. And we'll see you guys in the next video where I'm going to be breaking down the different assets generally, and we can see what we can also get from there. Okay. So take care, guys. Shalom, shalom.